I turn on sunny day around the entire area.
Doesn't Noir have that activated? The weather powers?
It's not a weather power.
Okay.
It's never been a weather power.
Okay. Sorry, that was from the Pantheon gifts.
No, I know. I heard one of your comments in an old episode, and I'm like, oh, I didn't catch that during the. Yeah, no, it's not a Pantheon gift.
Okay. The sun, or at least the light around the area, becomes very bright. What happens?
Are you lighting the path?
Are you saying that in human or in Pokemon?
Say that in Pokemon.
The Litwicks originally seem to be on their guard, but as soon as you speak to them in Pokemon, you sense that they drop their guard a little bit. And they said, light the way? What?
Who are you burying these Pokemon for?
Oh. We're burying them for the professor.
What professor?
Professor Jaboko. That's what we were told. Yeah, that's what we were told. That was what we were told. We do as we're told.
Huh.
Were you at the bomb?
Bomb? Which one?
Which one? There were multiple.
The one at a building?
Building. Which one?
Saffron.
Saffron. You guys remember Saffron? Saffron. Oh, was that the one in Kalos? No. It's not. That's not in Kalos. Stupid.
Kanto.
That's Kanto. I was close. Kanto. Oh yeah. We were there. Yeah.
I thought you saved the Pokemon back in Kanto.
Oh yes, we did. Yes, Professor Jaboko told us to save all the Pokemon there. Yes, we did a good job. Not one Pokemon wasn't saved. We brought them all out. Yes, we brought them all out.
So
and they started high-fiving each other with their foreheads. It's more like a butt head. Yeah, butt heads.
So how did all of these die if you're meant to save them?
Oh, these people? Oh, they volunteered. Yes, they volunteered. They wanted to ascend. Yes, they all ascend. They're all ascending.
They look kind of dead to me.
So they sacrificed themselves for the professor?
Yes, they all did. Uh-huh. Yes, they said they wanted to join the professor. Join in the most divine way. Yes, divine. Oh, ah.
And are all of you going to sacrifice yourselves to ascend in a divine way?
Oh, we hope so. If Professor Jaboko seems to think that we're worthy, and we've been very good, right? Yes, we're always doing what we're told. We've been very good.
Chase will look at Lux real quick, just to acknowledge.
This is crazy, right?
Where's the Kool-Aid that you guys have? I kind of want to look at it just a sec.
So where does one go to offer themselves as a sacrifice to the professor? I too wish to ascend because I was once a Pokemon.
They said, oh yeah, you all were once Pokemon. Yeah, you all were once Pokemon, but you look like humans. You do look like humans. It's a very good trick. Very good trick. Could fool us. Could fool all of us. We're not very smart. No, not smart. But we do as we're told.
Yeah.
Mr. Meeseeks, look at me! Oh, jeez.
Is this the type of encounter you expected was going to happen when you approach these guys?
No, they're ruining my entire picture of Destiny. Destiny is stupid.
Chase, I mean,
It is.
these are the little guys that are lighting the way for you. I mean,
Yeah.
come on now, you gotta follow their lead. Yeah, they're lighting
Come on,
the way.
bro.
Come on.
You and your symbols.
It's a sign. It's a sign. Don't you see it?
They will light the way, damn it. So is the professor around here? Can I talk to the professor so that I too may have the way lit for me?
Oh yes, yes. Professor's very deep, very deep. He said the ascending is starting. Yeah, the ascending is starting right now. We're trying to finish up a little bit here so we can watch.
How many are here for the ascending? Am I late?
He said, right now, with Professor Faboko, just Professor Artson and Sarah Bellum is there. She's smart. She's very smart. Yes, smart. Professor is also smart. Professor Artson is smart.
Lux's eyes go wide at those names, but says nothing.
So you're not joining them? You're gonna stay out here?
Oh, well, because we want to respect the dead. Yes, respect the dead. So we want to bury them as quickly as possible.
And how many Litwicks are there?
I would probably say about 24. There's a good number of them. 24.
All right, well, I'll catch you at the ceremony.
Oh, okay. Good luck. Yes, good luck.
And Chase starts walking towards the direction, then beelines it back into the brush.
Okay.
That was weird.
It really was. Well, we know he's here.
Yeah. You got the other names, right?
A whole group of professors.
Yeah. Sarah and Marshall.
Well, let's bring it to the group. Let's see what the approach is going to be. I don't think we want to fight through 24 Litwicks, though.
No. Don't think so.
So Chase relays the information back to the group, mentions that Jaboku is nearby, deep down below, gives the names that are with him. A group of professors. Looks like he has a group of Illuminati with him. So, what are we going to do? We know where to go. We know what we're facing. There's an ascension. Many Pokemon are going to get sacrificed by choice. Disillusioned. But hey, many of us can be disillusioned when we sacrifice ourselves.
We stop the ascension?
How much time do we have?
Looks like they're about to get started. Not much time at all.
That's the whole reason we're here, right? To stop the ascension.
Yeah.
Unless folks have a quick way of taking out 24 Litwicks, I suggest we try to find a way around.
Well, they seem to trust you well enough.
Yes.
I lied.
You can get past them, right? Everyone just goes in some type of Pokeball, and you just take us all, and once we're outside of the Elite Weeks, you just let us out. Would that work?
Sure. Lux takes the humans. I'll take the Pokemon. We'll get back up.
Jeffersons?
If it gets us in.
I don't know what other option we have. Might as well.
Oh, did someone access the weather control powers?
Yeah, the president demanded proof.
Okay. Can you hit me with lightning a few times? It's gonna sound like weird, but I have lightning rod activated.
Right.
I want to be as charged as possible.
Is weather control still activated? Does it mean more than 10 minutes since then?
I would say it's been
Oh,
more than
yes.
10 minutes. It's been
Darn
more
it.
than 10 minutes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyone got a
Mhm.
zapper?
It's out. But can she tell how long these
I'll-
Pokemon have been dead for?
Oh, good point.
Why she was
How
waiting
long has the
for
Pokemon
death?
been dead for?
Remember?
They've been dead for the last 2 hours. 2
Okay.
hours ago. So it's recent, relatively recent.
Yeah. Okay.
Cassie, you know that from the documentation that you got from your father's notes that most likely if these Pokemon have died within the last 2 hours, that your time is definitely running out.
Yeah. So the Pokeball thing sounds fine to her.
All right. Plan activate.
Yeah, they definitely don't want to waste time fighting 24 limits.
Yeah.
Godspeed.
All right. So you go into your Pokeballs, humans and Pokemon alike, with the exception of Chase
Lux.
And Lux.
Lux, and you're just going to walk past the Litwicks.
Yep.
They don't seem to care. You walk right by them.
Well, they're good little minions. They weren't told to stop us, so clearly we must be cool.
We're Pokemon.
Exactly.
They believe that you're just one of the splicers.
Splicers.
Because you spoke to them. You're a human who spoke to them in Pokemon.
We are technically.
So if it was anyone else, they would probably have attacked.
Yeah. So is it safe to assume once we're out of sight of the Olympics, the two just let everyone out again?
Mm-hmm.
So we get to the ruins, yeah?
Yeah, Maxwell.
All right. So you make your way into the ruins, and you can definitely hear a bit of activity going on deep, 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 deep down these chasms. These caverns, Tiffany, looks very familiar to you because you've seen these caverns in the vision when you saw Wade and your mom on some sort of excavation, archaeological dig, what have you. I want to have some sort of marching order. Can you guys see in Roll20 where you all are? So however you want to arrange yourselves in some form of marching order would be nice.
Lex will be wherever his brother is because he's on his shoulder.
Let's make a nice long line.
Okay.
I mean, you can arrange yourself in any way you want in that
well,
chamber
clearly Chase
currently.
didn't want to be by Cassie, so whatever, she'll stay.
Which direction is the way we're going?
To east.
To the
Okay.
left, to the
East.
left.
So is
To the right, to the
Chase
right.
wants
The opposite
to be
way,
right?
right?
East, that way.
East as in, if you're looking at the map,
Well,
to
east
the right.
to the right. So then, like, over here is
To
where...
the right. To the right.
Saying.
This way.
Yes, that direction is where you're moving towards.
Cool.
So Chase hit us all the way.
There
I
we
thought that
go.
would be it.
Much better.
And Bullet will just stay by Molly, so wherever she ends up.
Is going to try to be towards the middle of the group.
Remy.
Remy!
No!
You want to be in the bowl? You just come out whenever you feel like it.
He's going to find out where this line ends. Then he's going to place himself.
Don't worry, guys.
All
All of your
right.
backs.
There we go.
Well, he is range once he gets that lesson in.
Has remember you seeing horror movies? The people at the back always get jumped.
And done.
Yes. Safe in the middle.
All right.
Oh, that was
Whoa.
more.
So,
Oh.
you find this giant chamber
Oh,
before you. And so I should probably, like, everyone go ahead, roll a... I won't even bother asking you all to roll a perception check. I'm just going to assume that between the 12 of you, you're going to see everything. So, you see this big giant chamber. The obvious thing is, in the very center of this room, is this big mass of glitchiness. This large mass of glitchiness. Lobel is in the very center, but he seems to be in some sort of trance, and this big glitchy aura is emanating from out outwardly from him.
Mhm.
Outwardly.
Is he suspended in midair?
I would say that's probably he probably is like suspended in midair, unconscious, or at least doesn't seem to be completely aware at the moment. And there's this big aura of glitchiness surrounding him. The orange lines are the orange lines aren't solid things. They are more ethereal looking, energy like, or like essences similar to Lifestream from Final Fantasy VII.
Do they lead to pillars, machines?
You're not sure where they're leading to. They seem to be leading to locations that you currently cannot see at the moment.
Okay.
This cavern is very high. I would say it's about 4 stories high. So 4 stories is like, 32 feet, relatively speaking? 32 feet. You see some sort of floating platform directly above the glitch mass. So here's the glitch match, and directly above it is this platform. You can't see from where you are right this moment on the ground. You can't see what's on this platform. You just see that it's there. You don't know how it's being suspended or how it's floating. And I'll give you a few moments to say or do something before I take a turn.
So essentially, we get a surprise round.
I don't know. What do you guys? It depends on what you guys do. Now that you're seeing this, what do you guys do?
I mean, I guess if I'm being real, Cassie would probably just be taking it back for that turn. Just watching it all.
You don't see any other creatures besides what I described for you.
And you
And
said, go ahead.
hearing anything, it's just kind of like the whir of life and energy and all
The
that.
whir of life and energy.
Okay.
It's Genova.
And you said directly above him is solid, and then there's but the energy's going up just straight above.
The energy is not going straight above.
Okay.
All of the energy is
So it's
going
just a cavern
into Missing No. But there does seem to be some. Well, I shouldn't say that. You do see some sort of energy different from the ethereal energy that I was talking about, represented by the orange lines. There is some sort of energy coming down from the platform above. Sorry.
And we can't see what's above the platform because of solid cavern.
Yeah, you can't see what's on the platform, if anything is on the platform, but it looks like something important is probably on the platform that's sending waves down into the Missing No, Professor Jaboko.
Okay. Molly.
Sorry.
Molly's not gonna take any action just yet, but she will like take hold of Bullet's reins and just be ready to mount if she needs to.
Do we want to see what's on that platform? Chase is just looking up to try to find out where the main flow of energy is coming from. And it's coming from down, it's coming from up to down into Jaboko, right?
Up to down. From up to down, yes.
Oh, but I mean, is it flowing from the surface into Jaboko, or is it Jaboko's energy flowing up towards
It's flowing from the platform down into Jaboko. But then again, so is all the orange lines are flowing into. Everything is flowing into it.
And that's suspended platform, not surface, right?
Suspended platform.
So it's not like coming from the surface. Okay, yeah.
Someone just needs to fly to see what's on the platform. This is
Okay.
No, we want to see where this energy is coming from.
Yeah.
Molly's
I'm
ready
gonna
to do
stop
so
this
if anyone
energy.
wants to.
No one lets everyone know very quietly that I can possibly use my psychic abilities to bring everything that's flying or floating in this area down to the ground using gravity. So that might be able to disrupt whatever's going on here. I don't know.
Don't do that just yet.
Okay. Just letting you guys know I have that ability, so if you want me to do that. Just put everyone, just be on the ground. And give me a
Speaking of
signal.
psychic, Noir, can you pick up any thoughts?
Can I?
You can do that at will, correct?
Yeah. He's had it activated for like ages, and once you have it activated, it goes on forever.
Yeah. You can detect. And what's the range?
16 meters, 12.
You can detect many thoughts coming from Missing No, almost as if Missing No consists of many beings, or many souls. That is probably the loudest.
Okay.
That you can hear thoughts from, and because of how loud those thoughts are, I don't think you can focus on any other thoughts other than everything that's buzzing around the Missing No.
How's its aura?
What about the aura do you want to know?
I kind of just want to see how intimidating you're going to make it sound.
The aura is continually flashing many different scintillating colors, a spectrum of colors, I would say. It's multicolored, flashing in and out.
Okay. Cool. All right, guys, we don't have time. We got to move.
Right.
Hey.
If we want to surprise them, Bullet and I can fly up there.
I did just do a roll, perception roll, and I got a 29, which I think means it's going to know you guys are there.
Yeah.
So, initiative starts. As you guys were distracted, talking to each other about what we should or should not do, the god, or demigod, or whatever you want to call it, legendary, noticed your presence and decided that you all were not welcome here. So, it uses a judgment on a 3x3 blast, which is centered around Remy. So, it's going to hit Noir, Molly, Chase, Lux, Cassie, Fern, and Bullet.
Okay.
Interrupt.
So, okay.
Interrupt. I want to use one of my features, which is dive. So I will. Basically, she's going to dive out of the way.
Okay.
And
So, go ahead.
Noir's also going to use kinesis on this as an interrupt to try and make it less likely to hit. I don't know.
Well, that is definitely something that realistically you would do. It's a critical hit.
That's a critical
So I
hit,
rolled a
yeah.
20. So I'm gonna say it'll hit.
I mean, if
Oh,
that's
she
just
can,
but it's-
she can teleport. That's what she's going to do. She's going to teleport and use Farcast to teleport herself and Remy a little bit out of the range of the attack. So it doesn't
Okay.
hit them at all.
I will allow you to do that. So go ahead and whoever's diving or teleporting, move your characters to wherever it is. Is Cassie diving
Cassie has
somehow?
dive, yeah.
Cassie has dive, so she dives out of the way. Anyone else has an interrupt before I continue?
Before the damage does.
Anyone else?
This is a ranged blast, so I'm going
Blast.
to do an intercept ranged and move as close as possible to Missing No so that Chase gets the full blast and hopefully the radius.
It might be
hit
going
anyone
in like an arc though, or something.
Yeah.
So
It's
right. So,
yeah. This thing is really tall, so I'm thinking it'll probably sail over.
I mean, I'd love Chase to
I-
get all of the attack.
So let's just talk numbers here for a second. It says the range is a ranged blast, so the keyword ranged and intercept range allows to block ranged movement, and Chase can essentially move this way 30 feet if he decides.
Okay, and you can do that as an interrupt?
I can do that as a swift action interrupt.
Okay.
So it's up to you though. Theoretically, Chase could touch the roof if he did a running jump.
Okay, so he wasn't technically aiming at a specific person. He was aiming at the ground. Like, he was trying to do a 3x3 blast on the ground, which was...
Right, so I guess it's more from a visual perspective. Like, if it looks like something's coming out of him to hit another target, intercept range is you just cut off the path of that ranged attack. And so it would be more from a mechanical standpoint. Can Chase see that something's coming at them, and can he jump in the middle of that with his...
If you're trying to intercept it so that it hits Chase, you just move Chase, so he's there now. That means it would still hit... Well, Molly's diving.
Yeah.
But she dove in a way that now makes her in the range of the blast. Because if it's centered on Chase, now Molly attempted to dive, and now Molly dived into the blast.
Wait, did it hit Chase?
So
Wait.
That's assuming that Chase is intercepting and trying to catch the blast so that it hits him instead of hitting the ground that I was trying to hit.
I see.
You see what I'm saying? So if
But
this
hold on,
is
Art,
all
because
happening
if
simultaneously,
you're allowing me to do the intercept, I need to do an acrobatics check to see I can move half my movement, half of the... It depends on my acrobatics check to see where I can move. So I can go
Also,
anywhere
where you
between
move
the
is where you
blasts.
get hit by the blast.
Mhm. So
see the blast. If the blast is going overhead,
So if I move to here and intercept it is what I mean, based on my movement, then the blast would be here.
but the trajectory of the blast would be higher. If you're moving closer to it, the trajectory of the blast would be sailing over everybody's head. So you would actually have to jump.
What if he
up
does a sick
to
run up the
intercept it.
pillar? That's right by him at that point.
Roll me an
All over
acrobatics. I want to
again.
see.
Let me see what
I
my
want to see what you're
jumping-
doing. Let me see what your acrobatics is.
My standing jump, just so that we're clear on is 4 meters
So you could jump that without having to roll.
without rolling.
So
It's
4
12.
meters without having to roll, and then an acrobatics for whatever else.
And then I can add 2 meters to that if I do a check, yeah. So acrobatics is there.
Nice.
Okay. Fair enough. I will. All right.
Right
So I
here.
guess in order to catch it, you would have to be there and up.
18 feet up. I would be
18 feet up in the air.
Don't
Yeah,
ask
and
me
then
how.
gravity starts kicking in as Lux is just on the shoulder. He's gonna fall down. So,
He's just going to fall down. So you're
Can you
going
do
to
a-
jump off.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm confused. I'm
I know it's fine. It's a.
It's just
a
there's so
critical
many
hit.
features that go into me being able to do this that's why I'm arguing for it. It's literally
No, it's fine. It's a critical hit. I understand. It's a critical hit.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
do
What if
you
it's
gotta
so
do.
many people?
That hits a lot of people. I'm willing to. So here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing for you to take the hit, but you have to understand that that hit is meant to be a 3x3 blast. So I would focus that hit is going to be even more powerful if you're taking the full brunt of it. I guess is what I'm saying.
I'm okay with that.
Because okay.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's that it's not
Covering.
dissipating because I'm taking a direct shot.
It's
before
not
I
dissipating
actually
because you're
blast.
because
Fair
you're-
enough.
You're correct.
Right.
So you would be it would be more concentrated instead of spreading it around.
See you guys at the end. I got it. This is my contribution.
Come on,
Good luck, everybody.
Chase and Lux both die.
Now Lux is falling off.
Well, no,
No.
Lux might not get hit, right? Because it,
if he's jumping, where would he fall off during the jump, before or after the last hit?
Does he have to fall off?
he's gonna
Does
get
he
less
have to fall
damage
off?
if he falls off. Chase has jumps. Like you don't want.
I more
Right,
would love
but
to
if-
see the jump coming.
That's the thing. I don't know
Gotcha.
if Lux would
Fair
see the
enough.
jump coming
Yeah.
because
Because there's a big thing in the middle of the room.
yeah, we're assuming Lux's reaction time is also as quick as Chase's, which I don't think it is.
I'm a faster speed,
So.
so 27 to his whatever.
How about we'll say that Lux takes half the damage.
Okay.
Lux can fall halfway, like over there, and it'll take half the damage.
Have the
Chase
damage.
is,
Is that fine?
Chase is taking the brunt of it and getting more damage.
All right.
So what's your concentrated blast? We're at 178 right now with crit.
Yeah,
Only
so,
178.
Is this physical or special?
This is special.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, Chase is good against special damage.
Shut
It's
up.
fine.
Shut up.
Isn't that your strong suit? Whatever the opposite of an Achilles heel is?
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I just got rid of the class that actually makes this easy to deal with.
Yes, you did.
By the way, I'm not as awesome.
Like, where's Endure when you need it?
Lux, please roll me a D18.
Okay.
That will determine the type of this, what the blast's type will be. A D18, just roll 1D18, / roll 1D18. 3. This is a flying type. Which makes sense because you're catching it in the air.
That's
So-
just normal damage for me, so.
You will take... So, for Chase, you will take 356. 356 flying type damage. That's one hit. 356. So whatever injuries you take from that is whatever injuries you're taking from that.
Is Chase
See the
dead?
dead
Everyone else can go. I'll deal with the numbers and get back to you.
Lux, you will take half that, so it's 178
Eight.
flying damage. 178 flying damage.
Minus
And
200.
that's gonna break his costume.
Mhm.
He loses his illusion to look like a dust skull. And that also triggers devotion,
Okay.
which he gets +2 to his combat stages.
Right, but they still can't see your real
No.
form at the moment.
Not unless
Okay,
you are
good.
gonna go really sinister on us, but
That would be really bad for you guys right now.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, especially with Cassia right there. Okay.
just don't look at me.
Okay, since she used teleport, she loses her standard action this turn.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's true.
Remember that? She's going to like look at Remy and go, "You okay?" Telepathically, because you can't really do much at this point.
He shakes his head vigorously.
Okay, she
As he
levitates into
drives
the
up
air.
the group again, where he started. This is why you don't go in the front. This is why you don't go in the front. Stay, Pokemon.
Can she hide behind this pillar over here?
Which one are you going to? Yeah,
That one.
You can do that. You can do
She's
that.
gonna try and take cover behind it.
Yeah, you can totally do that. Okay. And is that your turn?
Yes.
Bullet, you're up.
All right. Well, Bullet is looking expectantly at Molly. Could I delay his turn until she acts?
You can delay your turn, yes.
Then I'll do that.
Professor Jaboko, his turn is next. Alright. Seeing that his first shot didn't hit its intended target, it's going to shoot. It has. So this is a god, it's a glitchy god. It's going to be able to cast Judgment again.
Oh, dear.
This time, it's going to aim at the square surrounding Tiffany, which will now hit you and Tiffany and Kyle and Sniffles and Bullet. Let's see what I get from that. Not a crit, so that's good. So, Tiffany and Kyle and Bullet and Ew and Sniffles takes 111. Could anyone roll me a d18, please? See what type that is. 8. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a ghost type. Ghost type.
That will not affect you as badly.
Thank God.
Yes.
And remember to apply your special defense. So it's 111 minus your special defense, which a lot of you should be relatively high. Should be relatively high. You guys are fine.
Yeah.
This combat's supposed to be tough. You guys are fine. This is the last battle, so I'm not pulling any punches. We'll see how it goes. Use everything and everything, which is what, which is what Shay and everybody else is doing. So
Yeah.
you guys are fine.
You is now at 169.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Bullet just took 2 injuries.
Is the platform right above Missino? Like, if it came crashing down, would it crash down the top of him?
It probably would. Yes.
Okay.
It probably would.
And Tiffany has 2 injuries.
Professor Joe Poco gets to go again. It's not going to use judgment. Good news.
Well, it only had seen times 2.
It's times 5.
Oh, daily? Okay, weird. I thought earlier it said something else.
Yeah, times 5. You can use it 5 times this
I
Okay.
haven't seen 2.
5 times a day. 5 times a day. Sorry.
Okay. No, it was dive times 2. Sorry.
So, he is going to use Hyper Beam.
Oh,
First of all, Chase, are you conscious or are you unconscious?
I'm conscious.
Not for long.
You are
I am
conscious?
conscious.
Are you playing dead?
You're getting a Hyper Beam.
that's bad.
I'm conscious with 92 hit points, essentially. Well, not right now, but should. Depends on what
Good news,
happens.
though, this is... Oh. Never mind.
All right. 4 plus target evasion. What's your evasion?
My evasion
Is it-
is 4.
Okay. I don't think you're going to be able to dodge the Hyper Beam then. You will take 106 normal damage. Normal damage.
So normal special.
Oh.
Normal special. Chase,
That's good. Because I took
you're a
no
ghost
damage.
type. You're a ghost
Yeah.
type.
No
No
damage.
damage.
You took no damage from that.
Surprise, everybody.
Surprise, everybody!
Well, alright.
And because it uses Hyper Beam, it loses its next turn because it has to recharge.
Nice.
So
when
Chase is doing.
when
his
did that
job.
happen?
Yeah.
Never mind.
All right, Mimikyu. Sliced. They do get the DNA over time.
I'll explain it to people now because it's come up. So I got rid of Berserker when he said that no more bleeding is essentially when it happened, and the 21 days of 3 days of the thing he wasn't sleeping for every 3 days. It was him basically removing the rage from himself, coming to peace with who he is, and then apparition class was kicked in.
Oh, that's so cool.
There you go.
Which makes sense for his character.
Now, see, if flying type was a ghost type attack, that first hit, double damage, wouldn't have been okay. That would have been a dead because it would have gone well beyond negative 200 hit points, and I wouldn't be able to get out of that. So, and just to explain what happened there with the reason why I'm not dead after taking negative 184 damage theoretically, or getting to that point, is because I have a feature that stops me at any time it goes past 0. And it automatically, as a free action, goes to 1 hit point from Roughneck. And so I was at 1 hit point when this started. This does no damage. And then on my turn, I can heal half my hit points. So I'll still be in the fight with 92 hit points.
Okay.
But if this keeps happening, guys,
And Lux
we're in
is
trouble.
very afraid right now.
Because I can't do this twice. Yes.
Molly, you're up.
All right. So Molly, like she stands up. She's like kind of in awe at first, but then she's you see like almost like a hologram image coming surrounding her, but at the same time you see her react almost as if she just got punched in the face. So her head kind of snaps back for a second, but then the hologram appears almost in solid form right in front of her. Mechanically, she just used substitute. So she lost 1/4 of her hit points, but she is now immune to status and status afflictions, and the substitute has to be destroyed before she can take any damage.
Okay. Nice. Can you still move?
Yeah, so she is... Let's see, sorry, hold on. Here she is. Okay, she's gonna go over here, behind this
Okay.
pillar, just trying to take cover behind it, just in case there's another range, like blast, another blast or anything. And
Okay.
yeah. turn back to Bullet and yell at him to take cover, but she basically yells at him, Bullet, find cover, but not near me, okay? And so she points in one direction. She points over here, and I highlight that. Sorry, hold on.
Waiting.
There's a okay. There's a column. I can see a column a little bit like at the 2 o'clock mark above Chase.
That?
That's where she's pointing to. Yeah, that.
I was
What?
assuming that one was toppled over.
Is it toppled?
I mean, it still might be tall enough.
Bullet's huge.
Which, I'm sorry, what's happening? I didn't catch
So, like, just considering this pillar, it, you know, like, you just see the
Yes.
circle from, like, an aerial point of view, and since you
Correct.
can see the bulk of this one, I assumed it was toppled over.
that. It is toppled over.
Okay.
Yes.
How big is the pillar? Like how big around is it? Could Bullet take shelter behind it? What I
It's really big, so we wouldn't be able to completely take shelter behind it. Because its bullet, for all intents and purposes, takes up a 2x2 square.
all right. Yeah,
He's very impressive.
he is very
Yes.
impressive. Okay. Well, how about all this rubble? Like, would that be enough?
That rubble isn't high enough to cover bullet. It's not. It's probably only like a foot, if that, tall. A foot, if that.
Lux can get behind that though.
Well, Bullet got your pointing, I guess, so he'll make do.
Oh,
Maybe.
okay. Basically, she just wants him to spread out because she sees that it's a lot of blast moves and stuff. So she just wants to separate them so that he, at least, if one of them gets hurt, the other one doesn't. At least. Lesser of two evils right now.
Bullet, you're up.
Okay, it is hard to see the panels, and dragging him because he's bigger is a little more difficult. Sorry, I didn't mean to ping.
Correct.
He will start to go, like, in this direction then, I suppose. But he's not, like, just keeping to the ground. He's starting to, like, take off into the air. So how high, or how far, whatever, do you think he can go? And I guess how high, but...
What is his movement speed normally when he flies?
It's
His
8
flying movement speed.
His sky is
So
8,
that's
yeah.
8. So that's 8 meters, and I said that this cavern was 32 meters tall. So I would say that 32 meters. Sorry, to specify, it's 32 meters to reach the surface of the platform. So it's a little bit taller than 32. I would say it would be an extra story after that. So it's 40 meters tall, 32 meters to reach the platform's surface.
Okay.
So I guess normally there is a double move in this game, so it's
Yeah.
your speed plus half your speed.
Yeah, it's a full action, I believe.
And you have to
Essentially
Yeah.
a sprint. Could he do that then? If he gives up
You
a
can
standard?
sprint upwards. If you go straight up versus diagonally, if you go straight up, then you can go straight up 12 meters out of the 32 to reach the surface of the platform, if that's what you want to do.
I mean, he wants to start to head in the direction that Molly specified.
Okay.
So could I split that, I guess, between... I mean, I don't know how it's split flying-wise between, like, vertical and horizontal movement.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that you can move towards the platform and up, and we'll say that you will basically go up 3/4 of the way out of 12. So 3/4 of 12 is 9. Yes. So you'll go up 9 meters. You might want to help
It'll
me
be
keep
like
track of this. You'll go up. Yeah.
8 there, okay. And then
8
9
there,
up.
and then 9 up is what.
Okay,
we'll
I'll
say
just put 9
right
in the
now.
notepad for now then.
For right
So
now.
he moves
Okay.
up. Okay, that's his turn.
Professor Jaboko fortunately loses a turn because it used Hyper Beam.
Yeah, suck it.
Fern. Yep. Fern, you're up.
Okay. Fern is going to look at Lux and go, I hope you do very well in your next attack. Good luck. And
Good luck.
she does Helping Hand.
Helping Hand. And what does it do? What does Helping Hand do?
Yeah. Let's go. Basically, it gives you +2 to your next accuracy roll this
+3.
round, and +10 damage to your next damage roll this round. She's gonna like move up to Cassie.
Okay.
Just like give her like a worried look.
Sure. And then Lux is up, now that you've had a helping hand.
There is literally nothing he can hit, is there?
I'm sorry. I should give it to someone else. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool.
I mean,
I'm
if you want to do environmental stuff, there's technically a lot of things you could hit. But
yeah,
you
just
might
hit
have
and
to-
be useful is more the question.
There's a big glowing thing in the middle that you could
Yeah, they can't reach that in one round.
There's a bunch of lines that connected something. Maybe disrupted the flow.
How tall is that right there?
I would say the pillar itself on its side, lying down, would be approximately 3 feet high, approximately.
Okay, Lux is 8
3
inches.
feet.
He can safely get behind that.
Sure, you can.
There's some cover.
Okay. Chiboku is next.
How much movement?
Chiboku.
And actually, sorry, real quick, since he moved here, is
Go
there
ahead.
anything up here to see?
Oh, yes. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. You can see that. You can see that.
There's stuff over here.
Okay. Chiboku sees Bullet flying up in the air. It doesn't seem to like Bullet flying up in the air. It's going to use a hyper beam on Bullet.
Oh no.
No, it's alright, he's awesome. He's got this.
Bullet, how's your evasion?
Oh, it's... I mean, yeah, so it's not enough, but it's
Okay.
pretty close.
Okay. So Bullet takes 112 normal damage from the hyper beam. 112 normal
12
damage.
normal, special, yeah.
Special. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. Let's see how unconscious he is.
He is not unconscious yet.
Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure he's unconscious right now.
I'm pretty sure he's not.
Is there a reason for this?
Pope, I guess.
Oh, okay. I thought you were being all yeah, from my calculations, he's at -24 at the moment.
Oh god.
Even with your special defense?
Yeah. It was
Okay.
-42 before that.
It could be worse. It could be
42,
-50.
-5 from your armor.
And then he falls 9 meters. So let's see. We'll calculate this first. I'll get back to you guys. How about that? So
Yeah.
-24, and that's another 2 injuries. So he's at 4 total. I'll get back to you. Whether or not
Okay.
he's dead.
He's not dead.
Now, so Silver Lining, Jaboko's next turn misses because he used Hyper Beam. And then that's all of the turns that Professor Jaboko has for this round. So Silver Lining. Kyle!
I will remind everyone you do have Elfroot potions. They are regenerative. Tiffany did pass those up for heading to Johto.
4, 5, 6. He takes out his weapon. It looks like a very souped up handgun. And he actually is going to fire directly at the missing no. Not at Lovell, but at the missing no. I have to roll twice. Because of reasons. He has to roll twice and take the lesser of the 2 rolls.
Oh,
So he fires it to his gun, and this thing has no evasion, so it looks like he does hit. Dealing 41 dark energy damage.
Hey, Hark, I just want to be sure about something when you have a moment.
Yes.
So, in the wonderful world of Pokemon, flying Pokemon
Yes.
often fight each other in the air.
Yes.
Now, unfortunately, at those heights, if they were to be knocked unconscious in the air and they were to fall, based upon the mechanics, the rules, most of them would die. So, is there a way that that's not the case in this system, or are even flying Pokemon subject to the same falling penalties as normal Pokemon?
I would say so because I think even in the anime,
I just want to be sure.
even
Okay.
even in the anime they fly, but they normally don't fly stories high normally. So I don't think the anime's ever addressed them fainting in midair. However, you could argue. I mean, 9 meters isn't horrible. I mean, you'll take an extra.
it's 2
Does
dB. It's 2 dB per meter.
Yeah, so that's a damage base 18 attack he's taking from falling.
Yeah. What could happen is if Molly has an interrupt available, she could return him back to his Pokeball. I don't know if Molly has an interrupt available. Because I think she used it, right? To dive.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was her previous turn.
No, it's still the same turn.
It's
round.
this round. Yeah.
It's this round.
It's still the same.
You're right.
It's still the same round.
It is. Oh, no.
It is.
Yeah, because like ally switch would be so useful here.
Yeah.
It would
So-
get this- oh,
All right, let me roll the damage then for that.
so it's something else.
Yeah. Roll the damage and see what happens.
60, 12 plus 25. Okay.
What's your physical defense?
Oh, that's a pretty good roll. I rolled really low on most of those dice.
All right.
I mean, it's 48 damage, but good news as far as damage is concerned, he's still alive.
Okay.
Just unconscious.
Just
That's a
unconscious.
lot of
I'll have to check the injuries now,
Mhm.
but
As long as he doesn't have 10, he's good.
yeah, as long as he doesn't have.
Anyone who would like to roll a medicine roll
Yes,
may roll a medicine roll right now, if you'd like.
working on that.
A medicine roll for what purpose?
To notice something with Kyle's attacks.
Gotcha.
To notice something.
22.
Tiffany, you notice that Kyle's attacks are super effective against this creature.
Guys,
Is
dark
it-
type, super effective. You gotta use it.
And Deboko takes 82 points of damage minus his defenses.
To release lightning that's been charged, what movement is that? What action is that? Standard or swift or shift?
Standard action.
I think it's a standard.
I'm gonna hate doing this. Can she target the floating platform with the charged lightning she has?
You certainly can.
At the moment, I think it's 162 damage.
Damage.
Oh, 162 is the damage. It's lightning
Oh, that.
onto the floating platform.
162 of damage on the floating platform. You zap it. There is a. Are you aiming for where specifically in the platform? Are you aiming the center
Dead
of it?
center
the
if
side
possible.
Of it? Dead center. Sure. There you.
And
you
I
zap
kill
it
my
with-
dad. Sorry.
And there is a large crack that forms. It doesn't break it apart, but
Darn it.
it weakened it. So there's a large crack on the platform. And then Remy's up.
So Remy's range won't be able to hit the. Yes, it will. The platform. So Remy sees the damage at the platform. So yeah, no, I was going to say something out of character, but it's not going to be appropriate. So let's go 1, 2. I'm going to go with my original action, although that sounded like a good idea. Remy's going to run up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going to run around the wall after Lux, because he's reacting on what Lux says. There's something up here, so he wants to see what's up there.
Nice.
See if he can. Thanks, Lieutenant. And he runs around.
Ew.
Remy, you see in a glass case, a plate, an Arceus plate. And it looks like it's getting energy from this Arceus plate. If somebody could please roll me a 1d11. Actually, we'll let Remy. Remy, roll me a 1d11, please. 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the rock type plate, whatever the rock type plate is called.
So Remy wants to blast it at this point. He doesn't. I don't know if he knows what it is. So now, because around the corner that was like blackened. I mean, if I got to here instead of down there, I would be in range to attack that thing. So let's do a fire blast on the rock type plate.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So 49 damage.
All right. It hits the glass case. The glass shatters. And when the glass shatters, oops, the entire map changes apparently.
Whoa.
No. Whoa!
Everyone close your eyes.
Remy!
Our entire world has been shifted.
I'm more powerful than I
Glitches,
thought.
man. Glitches.
Yes.
Earthquake.
I'm just trying to delete. Sorry. Well, I guess I won't be able to, so I'm just gonna draw a big giant X.
Ooh.
So that's what I'll do instead. So that connection is broken, and it seems to be affecting Professor Jaboko in some way. It seems to be affecting it in some way.
Wait, what happened to the plate itself?
The plate itself is fine.
Oh, good.
So you broke the casing around the plate.
Gotcha.
The plate just falls on the ground, and whatever life stream Jaboko was taking from the plate seems to have been cut.
Cool. Cool.
Okay. Cassie, you're up.
Cool. I mean, from her current position, does she see anything different than that she did not see before? Like following any of the energy streams?
Roll paranormal.
Cool. Cool. 26.
Okay. So there's several things that Cassie will notice from a paranormal check. One, something that Remy... Well, I'm sorry. You don't know that Remy did anything. Mm-hmm. That's a problem. But you notice something has weakened Missing No, but without seeing what Remy saw, I don't think you'd be able to put 2 and 2 together. However, I will tell you that you can sense that this creature does have auras, and with your sight ability to see auras, you know that Professor Jaboko has the following auras. It has the creation aura, which means whenever an opponent rolls to hit the possessor of a chaos aura with move, struggle, attack, or feature, they roll 2 d20s and take the lower result. Whenever one of its combat stages would be lowered or be inflicted with a status effect as a result of a move, struggle, attack, or feature that hit it rolled d20 on a result of 11 or higher, the attacker is instead inflicted by that status. So that's the chaos aura. It has the creation aura. The possessor of the creation aura can both meld the world to their liking and bring forth servants of their own creation to do their bidding. Once per turn, the possessor may do one of the following: place a weather effect into play. These weathers are type shifted to one of its types in a manner to be beneficial for the possessor. It can change up to 5 adjacent meters of terrain of the battlefield in any manner they please. This could be creating walls, making difficult terrain, conjuring water to block off a path, etc. Or it can create a servant to assist them in battle. This servant is a Pokemon with the same level as the possessor. Mm-hmm. The final aura it has is the glitch aura. Hitting the possessor of the glitch aura has a 50% chance of increasing your glitch by 1. At glitch 1, all your moves turn into metronome with their normal frequencies. For example, Leer would become at will metronome. At glitch 2, whenever you use metronome, you roll for 2 moves, and the possessor chooses the one that you use. At glitch 3, you roll for 3 moves, and the possessor picks which of the 3 moves you actually cast. Those are its 3 auras.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I'm going to roll a 1d2 and see if Kyle now has metronome. He's fine.
Okay.
Now Cassie can act normal.
Yeah,
Knowing
I
all
guess
that
she's
knowledge.
going to try to follow this nearest stream to her. So she'll just be
Sure.
running down that way. What? Squares are hard to see. Dude.
Yeah, I know. I can make the squares a little more obvious.
I mean, she could get like there.
Alright, so you get over there and you can at least see... Oops. Wrong thing. You can see... that much.
Perfect.
Okay. Alright. Sniffles! Sniffles is going to...
I mean, and she'll call out really quick that the energy is leading into rooms.
Good idea. Yeah, he heard Tiffany say dark move, so he's gonna attempt to roll do assurance. He has to get into melee though. So I don't think he's gonna be able to reach it this turn, but he'll probably reach it next turn. So that's all it can do. Alright, Chase, you're up. Chase is still huffing and puffing.
Limping along very quickly.
Okay, so that's his move, and he's using his standard action to get half his hit points back in my round.
Nice.
Okay. Ew.
What? I mean, I was just gonna ask what Chase could see from there, if anything else, but
Right there.
if he's not requesting it.
No, Hark opened it.
You can see it.
Okay.
I revealed it. I revealed a bunch. He sees a door.
Cool.
An open door.
After hearing Cassie say there's stuff in rooms.
Ew, you're up.
Okay, first of all, Yu has an ability called Power of Alchemy. That means, since Bullet has fainted, that means Yu can take one of Bullet's abilities and keep it as his own until the end of the encounter. So, looking at Bullet's abilities, oops, whoa. Okay, something happened. There we go.
I'd recommend Instinct.
I was going to take Instinct, yes. So, Yu now has the ability Instinct, which is that.
Does you have to touch Bullet to
Nope.
do that?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Doesn't have to. He just takes it. So, it means that his default evasion is increased by +2. So,
Okay.
now, so that was, I don't know what kind of action that would be. Like,
It's an ability. It's
If it
not
was
just
a
a
move, it's a
reaction.
standard.
It's static.
Oh, is it
It's
static?
But I'm sorry,
Oh.
but to use the ability to get that ability,
It should say.
what was? I think it should say what's the ability called, or what's the move called?
So- We'll put it-
it's a free action.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
See your turn.
It's a free action. Okay.
Okay.
So Yu is going to try to move closer to Jaboko. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like kind of between Fern and Noir here. And I don't think there's. Well, you know what? I'm gonna get even closer than that. Sorry. So he's sprinting. That's his sprint.
He's so happy to be in this fight.
Yeah, he's getting closer.
All right. Noir.
Well, Bullet is on the ground, and she saw
Oh,
what
thanks.
Tiffany tried to do.
Noir will basically take this entire turn trying to figure out what to do, because I think at this moment she's torn, or she's not clear as to what she wants to do next. So you'll basically lose.
So
a
she's
turn.
taking her turn basically to communicate with Tiffany about the idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so when Tiffany hit it and saw rubble fall, did she see it pass through Jaboku onto Lobel?
Roll a perception.
I'm not good at those. One moment, sorry.
14.
14.
I don't think you saw it. Well, I mean, I don't think that you would have noticed it not hitting Lobel or hitting Lobel. You probably can at least gather that it's possible that this thing is not completely solid. can probably gather
Okay.
that.
So, is Noir sending her message to Tiffany right now about what you want me to do for the platform?
Sorry. The message was, "Hey, I saw what you're trying to do with the platform. When we bring it down."
Can you bring it down away from him?
No.
I don't think Juboku's solid.
It would come down straight.
No, don't.
Okay.
Okay. That's a very generous 6 seconds.
Sorry.
So, it's okay. No, it's okay.
That would also be a lot quicker than talking.
Yes, it would be a lot quicker than talking. Okay. So, Noir took her turn communicating. Jaboko's next. So it's going to use Future Sight on... Chase is going that way. Actually, I think it's seeing the biggest threats as the people who are going to all the doorways. So it's going to use Future Sight on... It really does not like Chase. So it took a Hyper Beam and he just shook it off like it was nothing. So he's going to give Chase a Future Sight, which means that nothing will take place until the end of its next turn. Which actually is now,
right.
because it's the end of its next turn. However, it still gets to act this turn. So during its current turn...
Wait, is it a turn or is it a round?
That's a good question. Let me read it again. What does it actually say? Until the end of the user's next turn. So not round.
All right.
So
So he's
technically,
faster because he's a god. Fair enough.
He's faster because he's a god. And a boss.
Yeah. What a boss.
He has multiple turns because he has a boss. Yes.
I just want to make sure.
Before that,
Looks like Chase stepped away anyway.
yeah. I think, yeah, so Tasis is going to take the damage. It will also do Future Sight on Cassie. So Cassie will not take the damage until a little bit later in the initiative order. So Chase will take 108 psychic damage. I don't know if he has any resistances to psychic.
Yeah, he's unconscious.
Alright, he's unconscious
He's not unconscious because of his special. His awesome 15, negative 15. He's still up.
He's still up, but he's at negative 15 HP.
No.
Okay.
He's negative 15 on 108 damage. So
Okay.
and he had 93 hit points.
So he's unconscious.
He's unconscious, but he has an ability that lets him stay conscious
No.
at least for how long?
Unconscious.
Is that
I'm
right?
unconscious. I'm unconscious.
You are
He used to
unconscious,
have
okay.
an ability.
He used to have an ability. Okay.
Don't forget you have an accessory if you want to roll to try to get yourself up.
And by the way, I have an accessory that's the bell, so I got 15 temporary hit points. I'm still up.